Welcome to this week's edition of the Northstars Show here on Shaw Cable in Thompson. I'm your host for this week, Bradley Karp, filling in for the injured Lance Racker. He's out with a bit of a head cold. We don't know how long he'll be out on the shelf for. This week we talked to head coach Dustin Levesque about the team's road trip down south. 3 games in 3 days. We also have a nice little chat with Mitchell Backhouse. He's back in town. He's been sort of all over the major junior circuit out west and a bit of junior A here in the MJHL, and he's taking a break. So we'll have a nice chat with him. And of course, 1 minute with Jordan Valentino this week, and your prize, the old Northstars 2011-2012 cash calendar, featuring some wonderful faces and, of course, autographed by all the players. So you got a chance to win this with your question this week. Stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Rick Frechette. I'm number 25. I play defense. My hometown's Paul, Manitoba. I went to Scott Bateman. My favorite NHL player is Bobby Orr.
So we're here with head coach Dustin Levesque. Dustin, a recap of the 3 games last week. You're on the road, 3 games in 3 nights. How'd that go for you guys?
Well, we had a rough start against Eastman. We got down 2-0, then came back and went up 4-2 going into the third period. Kept the shots down pretty low in the second and third, but they managed to squeak a few in and tie it up to make it 4-4, and then they got a goal late. So we lost a close one, 5-4, against a team that was a couple points back of us. It was an important game, and we ended up on the losing side, so that was a little bit disappointing. Positive was we started to play really well in our end. So next night against Pembina, we continued that effort and got the win 4-1. That was a solid game there against a good goaltender. Rolling into Winnipeg, got up 2-0 on Winnipeg, which was very impressive to be up on them. The guys were really intense, dealing with a lot of injuries, playing through some bumps and bruises, and tired being in their 3rd game in 3 days. And power play goal and a quick goal after that tied the game up going into the 3rd. And then I just felt we had to kill about 3 penalties in the 3rd period in a row. We killed those off, then they put one in to make it 3-2, and we just kind of ran out of steam and couldn't find the back of the net to tie it up.
Now, what do you think that you guys did that made it so close against Winnipeg that the other teams in the league haven't been able to do?
Well, I haven't seen any of the other games, but I think just the pressure we put on them with throwing the body and finishing our checks. We actually got 29 shots on net. The league site didn't show that. We got 29 on net. They give up 19, so we put more pucks to the net than they usually see, and we kept them to their average. They averaged about 44 or 45, so we kept them to that. I think the big thing with finishing our checks and not being intimidated was what helped us.
Okay, now moving along, who's your offensive player of the week?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to give it to Drake. Drake played well this week. I think he had 3 goals this weekend. It might have been. He did a good job offensively for us.
And your defensive player?
Going to go Justin Pollock. He played Saturday and Sunday's game, held him to 1 goal against Pembina Valley, and they scored that on a 5-on-3 only. And then against the Wild, he stopped 45, 46 shots, I think it was, and we lost 3-2 in a close one. But he played really well to keep us in the game against the Wild.
Okay, now moving over to this weekend, 2 games against the Brandon Wheat Kings Saturday, Sunday. They're 8-1, and they're sitting 2nd in the other division. What are you guys looking to do to make sure that you can pull out 2 victories?
Well, we got to get a lot of shots on net, get traffic. That's things we've been trying to work on, is get some traffic, get some ugly goals. They all don't have to be pretty passing plays, and just keep playing defensively like we have, keeping the pucks to the outside and taking away those dangerous shots from the slot. Like you say, they're 8-1, so they start a little bit slow, but they've been coming on as of late. So I expect it's going to be another tough match.
Okay, and who's in and who's out the lineup for this weekend?
We've got Camacho Laughlin's going to miss a game on Saturday. He's out for his 5th misconduct that he served. Jameson Scott got into a fight against Pembina Valley, so he got 3 games for that because he took his helmet off. So he's going to be missing the 2 against Brandon, and he's back against Interlake. Tyrell Charlton is a little bit injured. We're not sure if he's going to be ready to go. Brendan Bear and Stephen Gorn still on the shelf. And Lodi Ipoli is a little bit sore with a deep bruise to his thigh, but hopefully he'll be playing as well.
And how much longer are we looking for to see those injuries come back in the lineup?
Stephen Goran's likely after Christmas. I assume he won't be back till January against the Wild. Brendan Barron, hopefully maybe 2-3 weeks from now, we might have him back skating with us and possibly in the lineup for our next road trip. We'll see how that goes. That's what we're looking at for our 2 longest injuries.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're watching the Northstars Show on Shaw TV.
So, Mitchell Backhouse, you're here in town. You've been sort of all around the junior circuit out on the west. What's going on with you lately?
Back home for a while, just came back from Steinbach. Yeah, pretty much just back for a week and then getting traded somewhere else, I guess.
So where have you been? You've been all across the MJHL almost, and
Yeah, I was out in originally Portland, Oregon for some WHL experience, and then I got listed there, and then sent into BC to try out for some teams there, and then that didn't work out, and I ended up back home in Steinbach, so it was a pretty crazy experience for sure.
and now you're here helping the Norman Northstars out in practice. And what are you seeing as an ex-Northstar? What do you see in this team?
It's a young team again, lots of talent and lots of potential for the end of the year. Quick learners, and I think if they don't have the best season this year, definitely next year is going to be their time to shine.
How long are you in town for, and how long do you expect to be out of action for?
I should be back in action within the next 2 weeks, hopefully. So,
Do you have any idea where you're going to go?
not a clue. Coach back home was talking about Nipwa, but I think they just signed a second goalie. So.
Okay, great. Thank you for joining us. Mitchell Backhouse, former Norman Northstar goalie and currently unrestricted free agent in junior A hockey.
I'm Aaron Beauchamp, play on the Norman Northstars, number 3, play defense from Flin Flon, Manitoba. My elementary school was McIsaac, and my favorite NHL player is Drew Downey.
Now it's time for your favorite portion of the show, the trivia, and most importantly, of course, is the prizes. Last week's prize was an autographed mini-stick, Northstars mini-stick signed by the captain and the assistant captains. The question was, who's the only affiliated player for the Northstars to score a goal so far this season? The answer was Trent Laycock, and the winner was Jaden Nazi from here in Thompson. So congratulations, Jaden. You win yourself a snazzy new stick. And this week's prize is the autographed, yes, I must mention, autographed Northstars cash calendar for the 2011-2012 season. Lots of nice mugs, lots of nice signatures. And the question this week is, who is the oldest member of this year's Norman Northstars? Get your answers to us by email, Facebook, or Twitter. And of course, all that's right up on the screen now. Write that down. Get your answers to us, and you'll be the recipient of this beautiful calendar. So 1 minute to win it with Jordan Valentino. Jordy, what's that puck there you got?
First goal with the Northstars.
And when'd you score it?
Scored it Saturday against Pembina Valley.
Nice play. Was it nasty? What happened?
Just a tip front of the net.
All right, you ready for these questions?
Yeah.
Okay, favorite movie?
The Expendables.
Okay, Facebook or Twitter?
Facebook.
How many Facebook friends do you have?
900.
Oh, that's it?
You know.
Jeez. Favorite TV channel?
I don't know. Family Guy.
Okay. Family Guy's a channel?
No, I don't know.
Okay. Show? Favorite TV show?
Yeah,
Family
Family
Guy?
Guy.
All right. What's your nickname?
Jordy.
Jordy?
Yeah.
Okay. And your favorite Christmas song?
No.
None? Best dressed teammate?
Corey Reed always looks good.
Yeah. Styling?
Yeah.
Got the white shoes going?
Yeah.
Yeah. Least favorite food?
Lettuce.
What's your favorite pregame food?
I'm gonna have to say spaghetti.
Favorite class?
Carpentry.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Ooh, it's a tough one. I'm gonna have to go with vanilla.
And this one's a tough one. Big Mac or Whopper?
Don't like either of them.
What's wrong with this kid? Cleanest teammate?
Justin Pollock.
Who's got better hands, you or your brother?
Me, definitely.
All right. Thanks for watching this week's edition of the Northstars Show here on Shaw TV. I want to thank all of our guests, head coach Dustin Levesque, Mitchell Backhouse, who's in town for a bit, and Jordan Valentino for 1 minute with this week. And, of course, remember your prize for this week is the 2011-2012 Norman Northstars cash calendar. Make sure you come on down this weekend, support the boys. They're playing the Brandon Wheat Kings Saturday at 7:30. You can catch that game either on Shaw on a rerun or on CHTM live. And, of course, the Sunday game will be at 1 o'clock. So come on down, support the boys. Should be some good games and some tough competition.